As we read Psalm 42 and 43, we, like them, understand the concept of isolation, separation. Whether they were in exile or geographically distanced, they were not able to worship God as they had wanted. Yet in Psalm 42, verse 6, there's one thing that does remain, is memory. He remembers God. He remembers God's love. He remembers God's faithfulness, and that drives him to hope. I want you to listen to some of the stories from our planters, our staff, and those in our network at how they found God to be faithful, and they remember the good works of Jesus during this time.
And so I'm excited about what the other side of 2020 will look like, what the other side of this pandemic will look like for a ton of reasons. One of them is that God is going to continue to be God. He's going to continue to do what He does. And we saw God do that in 2020. Had several people come to know the Lord. Several spiritual breakthroughs happen.
We've seen new leaders come around. We've been able to fundraise for Northgate Elementary, our local school that we partner with, while also organizing a community response to the food crisis that is around us.
If there's anything that we've learned in this season of COVID is that people were not intended for relationship in a computer monitor. And there's been a lot of great benefits. And believe me, we've learned incredible things through the technology that's been given to us, that's opened doors into homes that we were not able to get into at one time. But bringing together the people of God, the church, to encourage one another.
We spent this time of downtime, much like the early church, awaiting Pentecost to get our leadership structures in place. And I'm excited to see what our new leaders are going to do in the future as they are now empowered to go out and be part of God's work in our neighborhood.
What wonderful stories. They inspire me in my job and my calling for what God has given me to do. 2021 is a year when we will continue to do the work of God. We remember that Jesus has been faithful and the Holy Spirit is stirring up the hearts of people. Those who want to train and become church planners, and those who have already planted and doing ministry and need to be equipped and help equip others. But we need your support. For 2021, we're asking for $240,000 that we might continue this ministry and continue to show people that God has not abandoned us, that God continues to work. Won't you go to kairoschurchplanning.org and make that donation and support this great vision that God has.